from the heart of the action. This is the global Gold Coast. You're home for everything World Cup.
All right, welcome to Shin Pads and Shenanigans right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. All right, how's it going today, Big Mike? You ready for today's match?
Are y'all with me here? It's like, woo! Woo, let's go!
Right?
Let's
Agree.
flipping go Norway.
Seriously. I am rooting so hard for Norway.
I think a lot of people are.
Mm-hmm.
I really do. And it's not even a hate on England, to be honest. I think it's just, how can you not, cheer for this country right now with obviously with Holland and then the rest of the staff, or the rest of the players, obviously, but the fan base.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so I'd love to see him get it done. It's going to be tough, but I'd love to see him get it done.
I would love to, too. So we already know Spain went forward.
Yeah, Belgium hung in.
Yeah.
You see, I don't know if you saw some of those stats, though. I mean, holy cow. Like at one point, Spain had completed double the amount of passes Belgium had even attempted. I mean, Spain was by far, in my eyes, the better squad, which I don't think surprises anybody. But
no,
Belgium did get that goal and that header that Spain kind of fell asleep on, and all of a sudden it made it a match. But
right,
and De Bruyne showed up. He played well. To me, he showed he may not be a top 5 guy like he once was, but that dude is still brilliant.
Yeah,
and he can still play.
Absolutely. So, do we want to talk more about that conversation we ended on Thursday? How the U.S. men's team is out?
Yeah, and the drama that has ensued ever since. And yeah, if you didn't, if we're unable to check us out on Thursday, we all know that was just a dumpster fire performance from the United States. Played their worst match in a while, and then Belgium played probably their best they played all tournament, which is a recipe for disaster. So just a disappointing way for them to end the tournament. You and I discussed, I think it would have been losing heartbreakers is tough. It's tough. It's hard. But I think in that case, you'd rather seen them lose a heartbreaker just to kind of take that momentum going forward. Because if you face in Belgium, who I'd said, and whether we both said, that this wasn't the same Belgium team. They didn't look quite as good, especially early on in this tournament. That, okay, I think the U.S. have a shot here, right? And then to just put that up performance, in your backyard against a great Seattle crowd, is disappointing. If they could have showed up and played well and still lost, I think at least it gives some higher hopes and some little bit more positivity to the program moving forward. We touched on Pulisic not showing up basically.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to be the guy. He didn't show up.
Yeah.
And some have argued he had a bad tournament. I mean, with a match like that, that's what people are going to remember, right? They don't usually remember the start. They always remember the finish.
Yeah.
And they're going to see that and, like, my God, he's supposed to be our top guy. He's doing that. I thought he had flashes where he looked good, especially against Paraguay. I thought he looked pretty good. But obviously since, not so much. He was obviously set out a match. Not to go too much on a tangent, but you look at him and, yes, he's a talented player when he's available and when he's healthy.
Yeah.
That's his problem in my eyes.
Yeah, and I think Donovan was even bashing him for skipping the last year's Gold Cup to rest,
He
implying
was.
that's he lacks true dedication to the national team.
Yep. And he mentioned, I think it was the match that they had against Algeria, which got him through the group, that he was playing with a torn hamstring in that match. And who got the game winning goal in that match. So he's said a lot of things I've agreed with. I think he has every right to be critical.
Yeah.
And now I like the way he phrased it. He wasn't really bashing Pulisic. He was more bashing like the people around him or
Mhm.
the Pulisic himself. There's obviously he knows more than I do. He's closer to the squad and the people around him than we are. But he was pretty critical. Carly Lloyd was pretty critical. Stay out the Gold Cup, just the rest of the World Cup, and then this. I mean, injuries are part of it, but he's shown to be fragile, and that's tough.
Yeah.
Is so to me, what's going to be interesting to see is where do the U.S. men go from here?
I feel like there's just going to be a lot of question marks too because of the political involvement. And I'm not going to go too much into that, but
Sure.
I feel like a lot of that has been criticized, and we're talking like this is part of this red card debate that we're talking about here, but it
Yep.
also involves this last match where they were eliminated.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, the politics around it just kind of feels a bit sticky, and it just kind of feels like things are not the way they should be.
Agreed, and I agree with that. And I think too, and we definitely don't want to get too far into that, the political side of things, but I think it's been documented before that other heads of state and other powerful people have summoned FIFA over, controversial calls, if you will. So this is not an unprecedented thing, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But yeah, the optics are not good.
Exactly. And the thing is that they've gotten so mad and so hot under the collar about this red card being over, like the match ban being suspended. A lot good it did them.
Yeah, right.
Didn't even make a really big impact in this match.
Yeah,
where
he
they
was
were
pretty much.
eliminated.
Yeah, he was zero impact really, and I won't put all of that on him because they could never get him the ball. I mean,
That's true.
so that is a complete. And we talked about it on Thursday as a complete utter team failure from every aspect of that match, coaching and on the pitch.
Yeah.
Just a complete failure.
And see, like my thing about it was like not just how they're out, but like my husband pointed out, and I kind of saw it too. You see all of these players and all these teams who get eliminated, they're in tears. It just looked like the U.S. men's national team just lost another match. Like it didn't matter.
Correct. Yep. And that's really,
like,
and again, that's really why I wonder what's next now. Like,
yeah.
Who's back? What's this team look like in 4 years?
I don't know.
They've got some players entering their prime, and then they got some players that'll be kind of on the back end of their prime, if you will, come 2030.
Yeah.
And does Mauricio stick around? So it's just a lot of question marks. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens moving forward. I know one of the things that's come out of it too, and you and I have talked about this on the show, especially on our Thursday show, is the development of American players. especially the men.
Yeah.
And it's bad with the women too, in my opinion. It's just harder to say because at least the women have had success, right?
Yeah.
But it's different too because in our country that when it comes to women's sports, basketball's big, obviously, volleyball's taken off, but then soccer, soccer's right there, and not as much for the men, but at the same time, I love the point they brought up about youth, what these countries are doing, these other countries when they're 6 years old, 8 years old, 10 years old, and Landon even brought it up. Like he was playing in Germany at 17, and the guy who was coach had been there 25 years. Just developing. And here we've, and I hate to use this phrase I'm going to, or this term, but I'm going to. It's like we've kind of Americanized youth sports. You know what I mean? It's like they're all just about. I mean, I saw it firsthand. It's all about winning when you're 10 years old.
And money.
Yep, winning and money. And
there's a financial barrier there.
Exactly.
Whereas other countries, there isn't that financial barrier, so they can start developing that talent early on.
Yep.
So it's like, it just kind of feels like until we can get through that barrier of the youth development, we're not going to see very much success in the national teams.
Correct. And then you look at, and I talked about this as well, is why I was hoping to see this team obviously make the round of 16, which they did. Just don't want to see them go out the way they did because you're looking at the younger kids that are maybe still trying to figure out, like, hey, what do I want to play? What sport do I really want to attach myself to? And then you see a performance like that, and you're like, how's that inspiring?
Exactly.
We're like, okay, well, this team's that's the best they're ever going to do. So, okay, well, maybe I'll look at this. So yeah, there's just so many things there, and it, I don't know, just overall, a lot of things need to be done. A lot of questions will get answered. But at the same time, just a disappointing way to end it, and with the effort or lack thereof. And they just look scared and out of position, and it was a cluster.
It was agreed. And to lose that poorly, a 4-1, I feel like it's just unacceptable. And it sounds like their new coach, like there's a campaign out to get him fired. He was like, they're like, you had one job and you blew it.
Yeah.
I'm
not on that bandwagon. I mean,
I'm not either.
He had that team. I mean, before World Cup started, I mean, yourself and I know some others were like, I know it's an easy, quote unquote, easy group, but some are like, I'm not sure they'll make it out. And up to that point, they looked relatively good doing so. And when you look at it, it's like Paraguay advanced and fought their butts off against France. Australia gets through. I mean, they couldn't score to save their life. But, I mean, did it really end up being that bad of a group when you look at it? I mean, wasn't the best group.
Right.
Wasn't that bad either.
Right.
So they looked good. At the end of the day, the coach could put a plan in place. The players still have to execute it. And they did not. They were on their heels. They looked scared. They were unorganized. And then to your point at the end, they were just like, ho hum, we lost.
Yeah. Like it's every other team has been putting all of their effort, everything, leaving it all out on the pitch. And that you've got the US and they lose this really important match and they're just like some of these players in other teams, they're not only in tears, they're like falling to their knees in tears because they're so upset.
Yeah.
Did not see that with the US.
It means everything to them. And you watched yesterday Spain and Belgium, right? And Spain gets that go-ahead goal late. And you look at the fan base and you see the Spain fans obviously losing their mind. But, Belgian fans are just kind of doing this, heads are down. You see some tears. And at the end of the match, Belgium actually had a decent shot to equalize there near the end. And what do? They all fall to their knees or lay on their back, hands over their face, devastated. And
that shows they left it all out there.
They did. I tip my cap to Belgium because Spain is a great squad. And, they dominated possession. They did all of that, but still Belgium had a shot. And they played some good defense and kind of what they had to do because Spain is Spain. But, I mean, they gave themselves a chance at the end of the day. Even all the stats be what they were, Belgium still gave themselves a chance. U.S. didn't even give themselves a chance outside of Tillman.
Ask comment here, like he's asking, how would we have fared against Spain? We probably would have definitely lost against Spain.
Yeah.
Most assuredly we would.
That'd have been the end of the run.
Yeah.
Agreed. Watching Spain yesterday, just the way they move the ball and just the way they possess in tight spaces. They would have had the U.S. all over the place. It probably would have looked like Belgium, honestly. And just that was my first thought, watching it, 20 minutes in and just seeing some of these sick passes that Spain's making and getting out of these triangles where they're like double and sometimes triple team and still finding their way out of it like one player. Was just amazing passing. And I'm just like, wow, the U.S. would have got destroyed. And
absolutely.
I don't think there's any shame in that. Spain's really good. And I think, honestly, Spain's going to give France some fits.
Oh, I hope so. I can't wait for that match. I really hope so.
Can't either. I mean, France is good.
But I hope Spain pulls through.
I do too. I'm with you on that. France is a very, very talented squad. But
they also have a lot of egos on that squad too.
They have a lot of egos in that team. And Morocco did well for a half. So, and Spain's a better squad than Morocco. So,
yeah.
They got some talent. Spain's got a lot of talent too. They're young, but they got a lot of talent. So, I think they'll give France some fits.
I think so too. But one team we will not be seeing is Portugal. This was a jaw to the floor. What moment? Portugal is out of the World Cup.
Yep. Last time we'll see Ronaldo in a World Cup setting, at least on a pitch. Might see him somewhere else in the stands or administrative, who the heck knows. But I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't as shocked as you. I just thought that was, look, your neighboring nations. They get Spain. There's rivalry there. There's obviously some camaraderie because they play club together. But there's a rivalry there, and rivalry games to me are these matches. Sometimes you just never know. I felt going in, I thought Spain was an overall, just like the way that they look like more of a team to me. Not that I'm not saying Portugal's not a team. Like, don't get me wrong, they look more like a cohesive unit to me than Portugal because we all know how Ronaldo can play sometimes, and he was criticized for it early on. It's like, hey, you as Portugal need to score goals, not you as Ronaldo. And I look at that as that might be the difference as to why Spain will beat them. Great match. Obviously, Spain gets the goal late to advance, but yeah, I think just for that reason is why I'm not as surprised. If that had been somebody else knocking Portugal out, I've been stunned. Outside of a France or somebody like that, but.
Right. Absolutely. I was just like, holy crap.
But yeah.
I could not believe it.
Yeah. It's yeah, it was. I'm not gonna say I didn't have a mild surprise to it or anything like that. I was like, oh, okay. All right. You're done, but Spain's playing pretty well.
Yeah. And I bet they're kind of feeling pretty good about themselves because they knocked out what some people would say is Ronaldo's Portugal.
Yeah, right.
So
I'll be
but
interested to watch Portugal going forward on how they
mhm,
can come up with their excuse me, their new identity post Ronaldo.
yeah. But I mean, as far as that goes, I mean, he did confirm that this will be his last World Cup, but I don't think it's been confirmed yet that he's retired from international football yet.
No, the rumors are out there. Obviously, there's
Yeah.
been some fairly, I'll use that term loosely, fairly reliable sources that seem to believe that he will be done with international.
I think his sister had mentioned something.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's 41. I mean,
Yes.
I mean,
But I mean,
he's going to go down
if it
as
is,
artist,
yeah, yeah.
like him or not.
But he did receive from his hometown a drone farewell, um, presumably for his last World Cup match, and it looked pretty cool.
You did.
Did you see the video of it? It looked pretty
You did.
cool.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
was
cool.
so
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
like I said,
And you know, to go back on your emotion standpoint, I don't know if you saw him after that loss to Spain. I mean, he was very, very
yeah.
emotional.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of tears. So
Yep.
say what you want, and I've criticized him a million times, and I'll probably continue to do so. But you can at least say he's passionate, and maybe in some
Mm-hmm.
cases too passionate at times, and a little selfish at times. But
Yeah.
he always loves it.
Absolutely.
So
And after they were eliminated, they sacked their head coach, Roberto Martinez, a
right.
few days after they were eliminated.
Yep. You
So
lost to
they now have
Spain.
been
Bye.
time to move on.
Yep.
They
Yeah.
have anointed Jorge Jesus
Mm-hmm.
as their new head coach. Veteran manager. This guy's 71. So we'll see how things go.
Yeah, I'm really interested. Like I said, assuming that he is done with international, um,
Mhm.
I'm really interested to see Portugal and how they, evolve going forward.
Mm. Yeah. I think it's going to definitely be interesting. And it's going to be interesting not just to see, and this is kind of going a little off topic here, but it's going to be interesting to see not only how they are with Ronaldo, but also how, because we got to assume Messi's going to end up not being
Right.
could be in the next World Cup either. So you
Correct.
kind of wonder how Argentina's going to do without Messi.
Mm-hmm.
And to that point, like, I mean, we're not saying, obviously, Argentina moved forward and Messi still has at least another game or two or more left in the
Right.
tournament. But I was kind of wondering a few months back because I was looking at Claudio Echeverri with Manchester City. I was kind of thinking, is he the next Messi or is he going to be more like KDB 2.0? And even though he didn't get picked this year, he might get picked next time
Mm-hmm.
in the World Cup. So if he is another Messi, we could be seeing Messi-esque style still through Echeverri.
I wouldn't hate it.
I wouldn't either.
No, I wouldn't hate it.
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't either.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm going to be, Messi's Messi, obviously, and
Yeah.
there's critics and there's always critics. I get it, but I don't know. He's still, to me, when he gets possession of the ball, he's just so fun to watch. He just is, and stepping. Side point on that, I was watching Landon Donovan with on Tim Howard's podcast this week, and he made a comment about when he saw the last time he saw Messi when he played against him. He's like, "There's four of us. We made a pact that if we see him with the ball, we're just going to smash him." And it's like, "Yeah, it's going to be a foul, but we're just going to smash him." And he goes, "The next thing we knew, he was by all four of us." He's like by himself. He
He's-
can run all four of us.
He's got some skills.
And he's just sitting. He's like, they're all like, "What just happened?" Like,
Yeah.
he's like 5'7", $160, soaking wet, just got past us, the four of us. Like we all four missed him.
Right.
So
Going into comments real quick, Adam's like, what's the most important area the U.S. team needs to improve upon to go farther next World Cup?
do we have this
What
much
are your
time?
thoughts?
Do we have this much time? I know we might run out of show.
Hey, but we still got time.
We got time.
So
I honestly, there's so many things. I mean, going in up until the Belgium match, I thought tactically they looked pretty good. But obviously that's something you always have to improve at, right? That's doesn't matter. I think there's that piece of it. They've got to work on their own. Something's up there internally, you know. So something in the training field, you know, in the locker room, something there is off. Because just when you think they're looking like they're a unit, then they're not. You know, they got to work on their own. They got to be more confident. I mean, they're fine when they're playing squads that are ranked 20th in the world and below. But for me, and I'm not just talking World Cup. I'm talking when I watch them, whether it's friendlies or, you know, Gold Cup, whatever it may be. A lot of times they see these countries that are ranked where they're at or higher. They typically just come out outside of maybe Mexico because of a rivalry thing. They just come out flat-footed on their heels. They just look kind of out of it.
yeah.
The other thing I'll mention too is one thing you'll hear, like on national, you know, mainstream media, whatever, you know, you want to call it. They talk, you know, some talk about athleticism. I think they've got good athletes. I really do. I don't think, in my eyes, it's that much an athletic problem as it is more tactical, technical.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they've got this like panic when they're doing transitioning, you know.
Yes.
They concede transition goals repeatedly.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they got defensively the set pieces, the fixed set pieces, they're kind of like, oh no.
Yeah. They're very
So
on their heels.
Yeah.
And a lot of times relying on a strong goalkeeper to bail them out.
Yeah, and like I've said before, the goalkeeper, yes, very important, obviously, but that's the last line of defense.
Correct.
It should not get to that point. The defense should be up.
Mm-hmm. If I'm looking at taking this squad right now, just from a talent perspective, that's a weak point for them right now. I mean, Reem looked like he had no like he never played soccer in his life at points during that match against Belgium. Richards looked rough, and I've kind of been a fan of Richards because he was hurt initially before this World Cup. I'm like,
Yeah,
man, we need that guy. And initially, he looked pretty good, and then he kind of just faded the rest of the way.
Yeah.
And you got a strong back line against these these top 10 countries. You just do. You know, I think Balogun, Pulisic, those guys. Pulisic, of course, healthy if he has his head on straight.
Yeah.
There's talent there. They've got talent at the forward position.
But is it consistent talent?
It's not.
Is it a consistent? Yeah,
it's not.
That's part of the issue.
Yeah. So consistency is another thing to answer that question too, because not just with the players, but again, what happened to the coaching staff? How many managers have we seen?
Oh my goodness, I don't know.
Come and go. I mean,
yeah.
So it's like, okay, we hire this guy, go get us to 16 or quarterfinals. Oh, no, well, not always because they get sacked, but then coach be like, all right, well, I've got a better opportunity here, so I'm gonna go here. So
Yeah. So
throw that in there too.
will more international friendlies help them be more successful?
They do a decent amount now. I think it just still goes back. I don't know if that make a lot of difference. Maybe if you get a staff and players who are 100% in, all committed, maybe, but you got to get that first. You got to get consistency first, and that again from the staff, from the players. Again, injuries suck. We all know that, and they throw a wrench in things, obviously. But just like in any sport, that's what they do. And it kind of with a holistic standpoint, the best ability needs to be availability.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm kind of so we all know like the huge U.S. men's national team. That's for like guys over 23, but the new head coach for the U.S. under 23 men's national team is going to be former LAFC coach Steve Cherundolo. So I'm kind of wondering, maybe we can like see what goes on there, and if eventually we might end up seeing Cherundolo become the U.S. men's national team coach. So I'm kind of wondering if that would be a game changer for them as well.
Could be.
So I mean,
yeah,
he's no slouch when it comes to coaching. So
he's not. He's not.
This was just announced like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of wondering if we could eventually see Cherundolo becoming the head U.S. men's national team. So maybe under him, we might see them go even further.
Yeah.
But we don't know.
We don't know. A lot of questions.
We still got the current coach for a little bit here.
Yep.
We're looking at England versus Norway today. What are your thoughts?
They both have momentum. I mean, that was you and I talked before England played Mexico. And I thought Mexico had a shot to take England down. Like Azteca, I mean, this is 40 years from Mexico. This is what I feel is a better Mexico team than I've seen. A little bit more organized, young, but more organized. And man, just really just came down a couple defensive flubs for them. And, they could take that 4 minutes or so out. They were fine. But England going in there and getting that win was huge for them. And Harry Kane is Harry Kane. And
of course.
Bellingham was there to help out. It was actually, and of course, England played a man down second half.
Yeah.
So England did what they had to do. I thought, especially that last 10 and 15 minutes, Mexico was like, oh, crap, what do we do? They looked a little lost, and that inexperience, I think, kind of caught them there.
Yeah.
But yeah, England's got momentum, and obviously, Erling Haaland, the new world sensation, is having himself one hell of a World Cup. And it appears, we'll see how it goes today, that the team is following him, that they're stepping up. Mind you, the only loss they have is against France in the group stage, but they didn't play anybody. So I think it'll be one heck of a match. Both are riding highs. Both have great momentum. I mean, I think a lot of people will go with England just because, and I understand that.
I'm still rooting for Norway.
I'm cheering for Norway. I think a lot of people are.
I was cheering for Norway before Norway became a sensation.
Well, we both had said before the World Cup
Yeah.
started, we both said,
They
I
have a
remember
chance.
teasing you about underdogs. I'm like, you can't pick Norway because I want to pick Norway.
Mm.
But we were both on the Norway wagon then for sure.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
so I would love to see Norway do this.
Mhm.
If I'm betting money, I probably wouldn't bet a lot of money unless you got a great odds and you got a little bit of bank you want to throw out against the odds, whatever. But
Mhm.
I think it's gonna be a doozy.
Yeah.
Because
think so
England
too.
is just when England's playing their best, they are a damn good squad. But we've seen in this tournament at times where they have not played their best. I mean, they come out like they did against was it Ghana, I think it was, or in a group stage where they just looked complacent and Ghana kind of made them play their style of football.
Yeah.
That's gonna be problematic because Holland will have a heyday.
Mhm. Yeah.
So
And like, there's been stuff going on off the pitch too, because England, Henderson made a splash without having any game time. Their match against, I believe it was Mexico. Their last match. Jordan Henderson not only received a yellow card without being in the game, by the way, but he's also going to miss the rest of the World Cup after suffering a freak injury where he landed awkwardly after climbing over an advertising board during the celebrations.
Celebrate smart, people.
How embarrassing.
How embarrassing. Go celebrate and break your arm and you're done.
Yeah.
Oopsie.
And,
I don't think
of course,
I don't think at the end of the day though that's going to affect England all that much.
no, it's not.
No.
Norway earlier this week were sick. Like there's been some reports of several players having symptoms like feeling weak, developing a cough. This was as of Tuesday, but then the next day, the team doctor reported that the team is healthy now, and they even arrived to Miami 4 days early to prepare for the match. The doctor attributed the illness to climate and travel fatigue, not a virus, which totally understandable.
Oh, 100% understandable. I mean, it's a lot of moving around, you know.
Mm-hmm.
All they've been doing is for the further you get in this tournament, the more of that you see, right? So just glad they seem to be okay. I wonder if like everybody just did the Holland, you know. Everybody's kind of doing one of these like and they all got better. If you haven't seen that on social media, whatever, go check it out. Everybody's like doing the Holland, and yeah, it'll give you a little chuckle.
And there's Holland memes going around.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Holland memes going around.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I think for this match, though, I would probably lean England if I was forced to pick somebody. But I want Norway.
I want Norway. I so want Norway to win.
Me too. Yep, just a few hours away, so can't wait for that one.
And it's already July the 11th. The final is what, the 19th? So a little over a week away?
Yeah, I'll double check that actually.
Yeah. We're almost our World Cup edition because the World Cup is just so crazy.
Basically another week. What felt like ever for it to get here, and now it's over just like that, or almost over.
And we've already got the first two teams for the semifinals, Spain versus France. I'm still pulling for Spain over France.
Same.
I'm just kind of wondering, who's going to be next.
Well, if you ask the world, it's going to be Argentina in there because it's all rigged for Argentina.
Yeah. I even saw, I think it was on one of the emails that I get where there's some sort of, they got hacked. I think it was Argentina got hacked after the Argentina versus Egypt match, stating how well Egypt played and that Argentina didn't actually win because it's all rigged. And I'm like, I'm not even touching that.
Well, I mean, look, people are going to say what they're going to say, and it is what it is, no matter what. I will say this for Egypt: I do think they got hosed. Just my opinion. I do not think they should have taken away that third goal. I know rules are what they are, but he literally just stepped on the guy's toe.
Yeah.
That was all he did, and which that happens every freaking play.
Yeah, I feel like every game some accident happens, but because it's a big thing, a big tournament, that's when it's an issue.
Yeah, and that's where, to me, we've talked VAR nonstop, and I'm all about getting calls right or whatever, but to me, that's where VAR putting their head in there, I thought was bad. It's my opinion.
Yeah.
Because that was just a good, again, accidental step on the toe. Happens all the time. Next thing you know, a couple passes, counter, boom. It's 3-0 Egypt at that point.
Yeah.
And, of course, they end up reviewing it. You take the goal away. Now, granted, you're still up 2-0. And it's 78th minute, I believe it was, when Argentina finally scored. So,
man, I was thinking Egypt was going to end up having Argentina for dinner.
You and I talked about that. I was like, which Argentina is going to show up against Egypt? Did Cape Verde expose Argentina? Or
maybe.
did they just wake up a sleeping giant and Argentina is going to go murder Egypt? And it gets to 2-0. I'm like, I think Cape Verde actually just exposed Argentina. And then a goal gets 3-0, they take it away, and then 78th minute, all of a sudden, Argentina's like, all right, hold my beer. We got this.
Right.
But I also got to kind of criticize Egypt a little bit. It's like, hey, you got to be – I know it's that point in the match, it's getting late, and, that endurance, that stamina's got to be there. And they just – again, you saw 2 quick goals. And – and those were good goals by Argentina. I mean, there wasn't anything crazy about them in my eyes. So you got to be able to hold that.
Yeah.
You just do.
I mean, hoping, but
a lot of people were, and then people look back at that and you're like, oh, Egypt had that third goal taken away, and now all they want to do is want it for Messi.
Yeah, I know, right?
And of course, he got away in the group stage with probably what should have been a red card. They didn't call anything, and then you see Balogun gets a red card for essentially the exact same thing. So It doesn't. The optics don't look good. So
they definitely don't.
Yep, but
either
we'll
way,
see Argentina does tonight. I mean, I'm missed because Switzerland's not a bad team.
No, they're not. We'll know by the end of the night what the next quarterfinal match pairing is going to be.
I mean, pull up my little bracket here. So we got Norway, England, obviously Argentina, Switzerland at 9.
Yeah.
It really does, and the conspiracy theorists, I can already hear them now. They want England and Argentina.
I want Norway and Switzerland.
I think us footballers, that's who we want
to see how it would go.
But
I want to see Norway and Switzerland.
People are going to lose their mind over Harry Kane and Messi.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I also think it would be interesting to see Norway versus Argentina, see Holland versus Messi.
I do too. But I tell you what, this is going to be a big time spoiler here. I know. Just imagine You can already hear the conspiracy theories come out of England wins controversially and Argentina wins controversially. It's like, oh, we all know what they wanted.
Right.
They wanted Kane and Messi.
Got Adam here predicting England versus Argentina.
I think that's going to be the chalk pick for a lot of people.
That's a high possibility.
It is.
But I'm not ruling out Norway, and I'm definitely not ruling out Switzerland either, because they've made it this far, you know. I
100% agree. I could really see both these. I mean, these matches could go either way. I really do. Although I will say this: if Argentina at their best, I think we'll beat Switzerland. Norway and England to me is just fascinating. You know, which player we're going to be talking about in the match? We're going to,
you
know, Haaland. He's been amazing. Kane's been amazing. You know, which one stands out, and I think more importantly, who shows up as their their quote unquote wingman, if you will, from either squad.
I don't know.
Yeah, so I can't wait for I'm excited for both matches. Don't get me wrong, but I'm especially excited for Norway England here. I think it's going to be a doozy.
Me too. I'm making sure that I set aside time today to watch it. I'm like glued to the screen. Can't.
Yep.
Really exciting match. Side note here, guys. This frequent commenter today is Adam Karnick, who is the iSports Radio family. He hosts the Neutral Zone. He's one of the co-hosts of the Neutral Zone. He will be live on Wednesdays from September to June talking about hockey. So if you're a hockey fan, you better check him out. 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Just a little sidebar here for that.
This show's terrible. Don't do it. I'm kidding. It's a great show.
It's a great show.
100% a fantastic show. If you want to spruce up on your hockey knowledge, definitely check him out.
Yeah. Check us out primarily during like the summer months, but we're on all year. He's got a seasonal show, Neutral Zone on Wednesdays. You can watch him on Wednesdays and us on Thursdays.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I'm just really kind of hoping for that. I wonder what the probability is for that, because I know there's like a lot of like betting going on. And I wonder what the probability that Norway beats England tonight.
So I'm just kind of pulling up some odds right now. It's definitely England is listed as the favorite.
Yeah.
But not, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
They're not a massive favorite, but they're definitely the favorite.
Yeah.
Argentina is a much bigger favorite.
Oh, yeah. So, I'm just like, I really kind of, as someone who really, because we've been talking about underdogs this whole tournament, we've been talking about them. So I'm like, I really kind of want to see Norway versus Switzerland. Not saying that either one are really too terribly underdogs, but you don't really ever see Switzerland.
You don't. It would make for a heck of a story. They would be, they would be like this year's Morocco, if you will. So, I wouldn't hate it. I would not hate it. As much as I enjoy watching Messi play, but I wouldn't hate it.
I wouldn't hate it either. And I know that they wouldn't, because Switzerland has never reached the World Cup final.
Correct. So it's a historical run for Switzerland this year. So it's hard to really, at least for me, it's really hard to cheer against that. I'll sit back this evening and just enjoy what's hopefully a beautiful match.
Absolutely, for this beautiful, beautiful game.
So.
All right, guys. I think we're going to head off here so we can go prepare for that match in a couple of hours. You can catch us on Thursdays. Yeah, have a little pregame. You'll catch us on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. And, of course, for our World Cup edition, we've got one special next week. We'll have to talk about if we're going to do a one after the final. But next week, you're going to be in Scotland, right?
Yeah, so I actually start up my trip in Ireland. So I get there on Thursday. And then so for the Saturday show, I'll still be in Ireland. And then after the next day is when I go to Scotland.
Nice.
So,
that is going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
So much fun for you.
So little cameo or a little appearance for yours truly from across the pond.
And definitely be like taking some pictures and videos that we can share here for our viewers, because that's going to be so fun.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be one of those going to my homeland, if you will. Yeah, something I didn't know if I'd ever get to do. I figured at some point in my life I would, but didn't expect it to come up in the past year or so. And here we are. So
that's going to be
big
so
group
much
of us
fun
going over. My daughter will be there as well. So
that's going to be that'll be so exciting.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, and of course, I mean, could you imagine? I mean, not that we would ever think it would have thought it would have happened, but man, could you imagine if Scotland still in this
had gone even further?
Could you imagine? I might have already jumped a flight and went over already. I mean, like, you know what? Screw it. I can work from over there. I have a remote job. I can pull this off.
Right. Anyway, guys, you can catch us on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. Go watch that match, man. These matches tonight are going to be electric.
Absolutely.
So can't wait to talk about it, not only on Thursday, but also next Saturday. We will see you guys next time. You've been watching Shin, Pads, and Shenanigans right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
Have a great weekend.
See you guys next week.
Live from the heart of the action. This is a global goalpost. You're home for everything World Cup.